Alright guys, we got three little topics I want to cover in this video. One's going to be the Crow reboot. We got an update on that. We're going to talk about Chucky Season 3, and we're going to cover Superman and Lois Season 3 trailer. Very excited about all of this stuff. But I first want to cover the Crow. We're getting the reboot starring Bill Skarsgård. And as far as the pictures that we've gotten so far, which honestly really isn't that much, Bill Skarsgård looks really good. I just feel like he's going to fit in this role really well and going to do the original movie justice. I really like the original, so I'm hoping there's not a big backlash about this reboot and saying that they shouldn't do it. The Crow is a great classic and Brandon Lee and all this blah, 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 whatever. It is a great movie and you can never replace the original, but I think this might be something that could expand on the original, where there were some areas that I think the original was just way too dark. And I understand that was the tone of the movie, and it worked really well. But there were some areas that I feel like they could have lightened up a bit. Keep that dark tone through the majority of the movie, but there were some that I feel like if you lighten them up a bit, when you did get the dark tones, it would just amplify the effect more. But the reboot is in post-production right now, so we're getting closer and closer to a finished product, which is very exciting. But I'm very excited to see Bill Skarsgård play Eric Draven and what he can bring to this character. I think he is the perfect actor for that character. Now, moving on from there, let's talk about Chucky Season 3, because yes, it is official. We are getting a Season 3. It has been greenlit. Now, Don Mancini has promised that Chucky says this will be the scariest season ever. I really hope it is, because honestly, I don't think Season 2 is quite as scary as Season 1. Season 1 had that real classic Chucky feel to it, and it just brought it to life as if it were an extension of the original films. Season 2, I feel like it sidestepped a little bit. Granted, you got Chucky and you got Tiffany and you got all the characters, you got all the puzzle pieces, but it didn't fit together as well as Season 1 did, at least not for me. Something about just having multiple Chuckies and having all the different personalities running around, it didn't accentuate the original Chucky, and it kind of took away from it for me. And I'm hoping that's all gone now. We've gotten eliminated them all. We can get back to the original Chucky and Tiffany. And I think that's where it's going to really amp things up. Especially since Lexi's sister is now on Tiffany's side. She's moved over to the dark side. And I think this is going to get very interesting because she's now brainwashed. Tiffany's going to be pushing her to try to kill her sister and friends off, and then, of course, they're not going to want to hurt her sister because she's an innocent kid who's being brainwashed by a bunch of psychopaths. And then we got the whole situation with Glenn and Glenda going on. They're back in their doll form. So there's a lot going on here, and although I do say Season 2 wasn't as good as Season 1, Season 2, I think, really picked up about 2/3 of the way into the season. The last 3 episodes were really starting to get good, and then it cut off, and you're like, oh, finally it's starting to amp up, and then it's over. So I'm hoping we can keep that momentum going. That's my hopes for the season. I want to know what your hopes are for it. What are you looking forward to? What are your questions or comments about Season 2? All right. Moving on from there, we're going from Chucky to Superman. Superman and Lois. I do thoroughly enjoy this series. This is one of the best Superman series that I've seen since Smallville. The difference is Smallville, you get Superman growing up and coming to age and into his powers. Now you have Superman at full strength, being Superman, and having a family of his own. But we got a teaser trailer for Season 3. It's only 30 seconds long, so it's not long, and that's why I didn't do a separate video on it. So we're going to watch it real quick and see what we got in store for Season 3. Here we go.
Today just reminded me how truly magical it is to be a mom. I might be pregnant.
Lois is missing.
How could you just leave her?
Life's were at stake.
My daughter's life is at stake.
I love that suit. They got his suit really good in this.
Been training for.
I can't do this kind of stuff alone.
Oh, I forgot we were changing characters. Lois looks like she's in
Are we gonna get
trouble.
through this as a family.
All right. I like this. I do. Lois looks like she's going to be in a heap of trouble this season. I don't know what's going to happen, how she's getting captured, if they're going to use her as bait to get the Superman, whatever. But the big news here is that John Kent is being recasted. I completely forgot about this. So Jordan Elsass is no longer going to be playing Jonathan Kent. He is going to be replaced with Michael Bishop. We get a quick glimpse of him in the trailer here, and he does look kind of sort of close to Jordan Elsass, but this is just going to be a hard transition starting in season 3 when we've gotten so used to Jordan Elsass being Jonathan Kent, and now we're getting switched up. I'm really not a fan of when they do this, when they switch actors after you've gotten so used to another. It just really messes with the flow of the series, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen, because not only does he have to play Jonathan Kent really well, but he also has to have the same chemistry with the rest of the actors and actresses on set to make it feel like there wasn't a transition, and that's the part that worries me. So I don't know if he's going to have the same attitude, if he's going to have the same chemistry as Jordan Elsass did, and we're just going to have to wait and see. So let me know what your thoughts are on that one as well. I'm very excited. I can't wait to get the season started. Leave me your thoughts down on everything we covered. Please drop a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button. I'm Kevin, and I'll see you at the concession stands.